It's time for the Wartburg College Game of the Week.
And our Friday Night Heroes Game of the Week is a matchup of unbeatens. Independence, the 8th-ranked team in Class 3A, visits Decorah, the 6th-ranked team in Class 4A. The Mustangs and Vikings are both 3-0 and have both played two common opponents. Decorah beat Waukon 33-0 and Crestwood 28-21, while last week it was Independence beating Crestwood 41-27. The Mustangs whipped Waukon 35-8. We go live now to Decorah and Mark Woodley, who had this game tonight, and it seemed to be a very good battle tonight out there. Mark?
Yeah, absolutely, Rick. Of course, this was a non-district game, but there's a lot of history and a lot of parity between these two football teams. In the last decade, they've played 7 times. Decorah won 4 of those. The Mustangs got the other 3. And this was another game in that series that was not decided until late. Decorah and Independence have played plenty of great matchups over the years, and this was another good one.
Start on 3. 1, 2, 3, start.
No score after 1 quarter, but Decorah's Jackson Peepo changes that. Peepo picks off E.J. Miller and then took it back down the sideline for the score. Vikings strike first 7-0, and they look for more later in the quarter. Louis Buxa fires deep down the far sideline, but Andrew Rottinghouse is there to return the favor. That got the Mustangs fired up, and it got them on the board. Miller, a much better strike here to a streaking Ezekiel Simons. It's the big play they were looking for. It ties it up at 7 apiece. But Decorah gets one more before half. From the 16, Gavin Grew on the screen. Doesn't get the end zone, but he gets 14 yards down to the 2. 2 plays later, Buxa sneaks it in for 6, and the Vikings went to the half with a 14-7 lead. And they added more early in the third quarter. Buxa caps a methodical drive with the 1-yard sneak, 21-7. Vikings starting to take control, but losing some of it right here. Miller to the air once again, and for the second time on the night, he has Simmons for the score. 29 yards on this one, pulls the Mustangs within 7, and they weren't done on their next drive in the fourth quarter. This is Brady Kurt on the screen. Kurt chugs off 22 yards to midfield. Mustangs threatening, but on 4th and 7 from the Vikings 22, the defense holds up. Gatlin Dahlberg makes the stop well short of the sticks. That ends the threat, and in the end of this one, it's Decorah's ground game that let them run out the rest of the clock. The Vikings will head into week number 5 undefeated after a 21-14 win.
Yeah, we knew coming into it, we just had to run the ball and keep the ball away from them because they're a really high explosive team. And we did a good job limiting their big explosive plays, and then our line did a great job tonight getting a good push, and me and Trevor were able to capitalize on that.
Where do you think you guys won this one tonight? What was the key?
Definitely our O-line, definitely just the push. Will Hahn, no one could stop him, then we just ran QB sneak right behind him. They couldn't stop it.
That was a good team win. I mean, our game plan had to be a grinded out game. We kind of had to brawl. They are an explosive team. That number 6 is fast, and I said it at the beginning of the night. That quarterback throws an excellent deep ball. So we got some things we need to clean up penalty-wise, but as far as a team win and how physical we played, I'm super pleased.
Fight on 3, 1, 2, 3, fight!
And so, Rick, this one goes to the Decorah Vikings, who played much more of a methodical, grinded-out type game. Yes, Independence was able to hit them with a couple of big plays, but in the end, they just could not handle Decorah's big offensive line. They got a great push all night long, and in the end, the slow and steady movement of this team, hey, there go the lights. I didn't expect that one to happen, but the slow and steady movement of this team got the job done in the end. Live in Decorah with no lights right now, apparently. I'm Mark Woodley, News 7 KWWL.
Well, Mark, it's a good thing you brought your own light tonight, or you'd be looking like me out there tonight. But let me say this. What a contrast in styles. You got an athletic, explosive Independence team taking on a very methodical, physical Decorah squad. And both of these teams can go on and do some damage in their classes in 3A Independence, 4A Decorah.
Oh, without a doubt. We talk about that Independence passing game. You know, Coach Tongan was very complimentary of E.J. Miller, the way he's able to throw that deep ball. He's really good. And Independence is going to hit you with a big play. You cannot stop that. What you have to do is limit the number of those. That's exactly what Decorah did tonight. And again, they were able to take big chunks off the clock every time they had the ball, grinding it out, slow and steady, just always moving forward. That got the job done. But both these teams have different styles, but they're very good, both of them, at what they do.
All right, great job out there tonight, Mark. Get some rest after you find your way in the dark. Thanks a lot. Great job out there tonight, Mark.